Okay, so now we're building the drawers, and I have never done drawers before, and I don't have some of the things that other people use when they put together drawers. That's okay, we're gonna roll with what I have. I am going to use pocket screws because I'm like the pocket screw queen, and I use them on everything because I love them. So that's what we're gonna do with these drawers. So the first thing I wanted to show you is, here's my drill, and this is the bit that they give with the Craig tool is what I'm using. And on there's a little Allen wrench, and you can adjust this for the size of wood, the thickness of wood that you're using. So I'm using 3/4 inch, so I adjusted this for 3/4 inch, and then this little tool is what you use as a guide to, this is the Craig tool, to drill in the pocket holes. And so you set this as well for 3/4 of an inch, because that's what I'm using. So this is how you do it. I have it all set up. I bought this clamp because it makes a world of difference. It's a lot harder to hold this thing steady if you don't have the clamp. So we're doing that, and I set it up on my trusty coffee table, which is going to be refurbished one of these days in the sort of near future, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so here we go. This is how you do it. You line this up with where you want your pocket hole to go, and here we go. Just like that, easy breezy. So I'm going to set this on each corner of these sides. So I'm gonna do one hole here, one hole here, one here, and one here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, and then we're gonna screw this drawer together. So I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so now I have all of my pocket holes drilled. You can see on my sides, and now I'm going to screw these pocket hole screws in the holes into the back of my drawer. So here you can see, this is a really good thing for you guys to see, my clamp, I didn't have it tight enough on this hole, and it kind of jumped a little bit. So it really, you won't see this because the floor of the drawer is gonna cover that, but you wanna make sure when you're using the clamp that you have it tight enough that your tool won't shift while you're trying to drill these pocket holes, okay? So, like I said though, you won't see that on this drawer. So now, you slip these screws into the pocket holes, and I'm making sure that it is lined up exactly where I want it. And now I'm going to drill the screw down through this hole. Okay, so I have the back attached to the sides, and now I'm going to attach the front. So what I did with these drawers, I'm actually modeling them after a drawer that's already in this unit, and so I did 1x4s on the sides, and I did a 1x6 for the front. So sometimes when you use pocket screws, this is not exactly square yet. It will be when I screw it in, but to check it, I have the floor of my drawer, and so I laid it in there and I pushed the sides so they went so they were square, and I know where they're going to be, and then I marked them on the front of this drawer, and now I'm just going to slide the screw in the hole and pocket screw that in on this side. Then I'm going to put the floor in before I pocket screw this side in to make sure that floor is going to be nice and tight between these sides. So here we go. Okay, so I pocket screwed the one side in, the face to this side. Now I put the floor in. I don't know if you can see that, but I put the floor in, and now I'm going to hold it tight, and I'm going to finish nail the side to hold it where I want it, and then I'm going to put the pocket screws in this other side into that face. Okay, so now the drawer is together. The front is secure, all the sides and back are secure. The floor has that one finish nail in it that I use to hold it while I attach the face to the side. Now, for the rest of the securing of the floor of this drawer, I am going to shoot some finish nails around the perimeter. And also, the drawers aren't very big, and so I don't anticipate that they're going to hold anything really heavy, but just for stability, I am going to drill a couple pilot holes around the perimeter and put some screws in, just to make sure that they are nice and stable and can hold whatever is going to be put in these drawers. So, that's nice. Okay, so this is what I did in here. I want you to see. I brought this wall of the hutch out with a 2x4 and a little piece of the backing that I used just to stack it so that it would be flush with this face here. And then on this side, if you can come in and see what this looks like, I have 1x2s. Then I mounted here for these slides. I pocket screwed them into the face here, and then I just screwed them through the back here and made sure that they were level, like they needed to be, and that everything was going to work well. I definitely had to do some trial and error on those because I had never mounted drawers before. I did buy this handy Craig mounting tool, and then I couldn't use it because the space was so small. But I am confident that these are awesome. I love Craig tools, so in the future I will use those. But, so this is how it turned out. This drawer was here. This was already in here, so I just painted that. And now I will put the drawers back in, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's finished. Here it is with its drawers and everything. I love it. So I want to show you something. On these drawers, when you go to remove a drawer from its sliders, in case you have never done it before, there's a lever right here on, can you see that? There's a lever right here on the slider, on the front part of the slider, that you pull up, and then there's one on the other side as well. In this particular set, one goes up and one goes down. You do that and then it just comes right out. So, check it out. It totally works. I'm so excited. And now we go to my friend's house to put it together with the top.